Level Up Latina partners with working women and mamas alike to guide them in achieving fulfilling career and life goals through financial empowerment, professional or leadership coaching, and personal wellness. Find the unique coaching you need to succeed.
You're listening to Vettel, Ceci, and Irene, and we are Level Up Latina.
Welcome to another episode of the Level Up Latina podcast. This is episode 346, and this is the June random episode. I am so excited. We are here recording this video for the first time. A ver cómo nos va. I'm so excited. I've been ready for it all day. A ver, pero con nervios también a la vez. But I'm happy to be here with you and just to kind of try this out. A ver cómo nos va con este video. So before we jump into today's randomness, let me know cómo están el día de hoy mis co-hosts.
Get randomness. What are you talking about? This is so planned out, obviously, right? But what are you so excited about, Ceci? What are you so excited about that you couldn't handle it and hold back? Is it that we're trying what?
I think because we're trying something new and just to see what it will look like, and if we're gonna, I don't know if people are gonna like this, because we've been recording just our voices, our beautiful voices, for the past, ¿qué son 6 años? No, 7, right? 6, 7.
Almost
right?
as long as my marriage.
Almost as long as your marriage.
That's
and
wild.
Now it's wild. And now we're recording, and it's gonna, it's gonna be something different. So that's why I'm excited, and just to be able to show our faces. ¿Y tú, Irene?
So we're on
we don't have
video.
the guests
So we
this
are going to be showing y'all our funny faces, our reactions. It'll hopefully be a good experience, and we'll see how it goes. Pardon any random interruptions. We hope not to have them. We've done our best to minimize those, but this is the Level of Latina podcast. So there's a baby or a dog or a doorbell earlier Veto had a hot rod at her house. So, hey, you don't know what you're going to get, but thanks for joining us. And I'm excited that Ceci's excited. I'm excited that Vito's excited, and we all get to, we always see our beautiful faces, but we may be sharing this with others as well.
Yeah.
True. Well, did want to point out that earlier when we were saying, we've known each other since 99, hice las cuentas, and we've known each other for about it will be in September, or I guess August if we went to SEP. We've known each other for 27 years. Casi 30.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
That's incredible. This is a
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful thing. Can you believe
Right.
it, girl? Since STEP. But you were in
Since
STEP.
STEP.
Did you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
go?
we-
Yeah, we were
That's
all in
true.
STEP.
Irene was in step. Yeah.
We were
Las
all in
tres.
STEP
The STEP
at
program.
UCSB. So aquí estamos. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. This is us, Ceci, Vero, and Irene, and we've been friends for 27 years. So como la ven?
Amazing.
That's a long ass time.
I
you
know.
We
I know.
should be
This is the
proud.
longest
We should be
relationship.
proud.
This is the longest relationship I've ever had.
We should be proud of ourselves. We should be proud of ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So I've asked La Chata que me ayudara un poquito con las preguntas del día de hoy. So I'm going to start off with our first question. So my first question to you ladies is, what has surprised you the most about yourself this year? So it could be maybe a new habit, a boundary that you're finally setting, or a risk that you took. Anything. It's the random episode, so you could take it anywhere. What's something that you did this year, or it has happened, that totally took you by surprise?
I think the thing that I've been doing as of late, and maybe it wasn't even this year, maybe last year too, but I've just been in a much more zen mode about just every day and everything I'm doing and going with the flow. I've been more of that person that's in a flow state. One of my clients said they're in a surrender state, which I thought, wow, that's a strong word. And their word for the year was going to be flow. And they have a lot of good things happening for them, like getting married, they own a home, they just had a baby, but like surrendering to what's going to be, it's going to be. And what a great way to live your life, like when you're having a baby, because gosh, you don't know what's going to be thrown at you, and you have no idea when your first baby comes, right? But I thought, wow, I have felt that word very deeply, and I have felt in a good flow state as of, gosh, maybe like the last year, really. But this year I've really felt it. And maybe it took like having one of my kids become an adult and go to college and feeling like that part of my life is coming to a close. And you don't know with motherhood, it throws you up in the air and you're hoping you get it right. You hope you don't mess up these individuals, these humans that are counting on you. But something about that being done, it's never really done. He's still in our house. It's this summer, right? But maybe that time in my life has sort of turned something on me that has put me in a more of a relaxed state, more of a calm state. So I've been very surprised by that, because when I first sent my oldest to college about 2 years ago, just shy of that, I was in a very heightened mama bear, emotional, scared state, because that was huge change in our family, right? And I thought, oh my God, I can't sustain that. I don't want to be worried about this kid in the world, living in the world. But it went away fairly quickly. And what remains is like a calm and a peace. So I'm very surprised by that, Ceci, that I'm much more chill than I thought I would be with having a kid that's in the world. Like he's at work right now, driving a car on the freeway, like crazy life.
I could see
Grown-ass
that.
kid, being a grown-ass kid. Yeah.
Yeah, adulto, y ya no
Wow.
estás con the mother bear in you y ya te relajaste. I like that. ¿Y tú, Vero? What has surprised you?
I think willingly accepting an additional challenge at work, right? Stepping into a new role. And it happened very unexpected. And I feel that taking it on and being very, I'm surprised at how graceful I'm being with this new role. Instead of saying like, well, I already know everything and I've been here before. It's been more like, ooh, I am learning a lot. Open up yes, learn as much as you can, the 30, 60, 90 days. And I feel that before I was very much like, what impact can I make now? I need to make an impact immediately. I need to show up as who the boss is, and this is how things are done now. And I feel that because I had been in, at least within the same department or within the organization already, and stepping into the leadership role, I kind of give myself a little more grace. And like, I know the team. I've observed them for a year and a half. I can now see how can I make an impact this way without making it such like a loud impact. More of, okay, behind the scenes, what can I do? And I've given myself the grace of like, slow it down, breathe, learn as much as you can, and impact where you can, because it's a machine. This is a well-oiled machine, and I feel I've been giving myself that grace where I'm like, I don't need to know it all. I should have answers, and if I don't have them, ask and let them know, hey, I'll get back to you with that, instead of having to know everything. I've been surprised that it's more of like, no worries, let me find out how that works, and I'll get right back to you, and we'll go from there. So that's what I'm the most surprised about, because usually I just jump on something like, no, yo sé todo. And I think we've gone through that with
Yeah.
our partnership here too. But it's hard to do that. It's really hard. But we have those lessons that teach us like, no, you don't have to, first of all, know it all. But what you do know, be assertive with it, share that information, and make everyone else better with it. But that's what I feel so far this year has been the biggest impact, or my biggest change.
For me, I would say what surprises me the most is that I have less energy to do all the stuff that I'm usually up to. La edad, the perimenopause, menopause, los 40 me están pegando ya. And I don't know, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I was just looking back and thinking like, wow, last year, 2025, my goal was like, my deep cleaning, I'm going to focus one room per month. And I was pretty good with that. Like I would do the living room 1 month, the kitchen. And I even had the energy like on work days, I should say. On work days, after dinner, me ponía a limpiar un cajón. And this year, I have not had that energy. Like things pile up. I've cleaned my closet. It's happened. So one of my drawers, maybe here. Ayer, finally, I had the time and the energy to like do all the things in the living room, because things pile up, right? It was the end of the school year. There was a drawer with papers de las niñas and just books that they don't read anymore, like little kids books. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a deep clean in this living room. And I'm like, a ver cuánto dura. I'm gonna keep a tab. I'm like, a ver cuánto dura así de limpio. But again, like I said, I'm okay with it. It's gonna get done eventually cuando tenga energía. So yeah. But I have kept up. It's harder, but I have kept up with my little exercises here and there. This past month, I did a 28-day challenge of something new. I'm sure you guys have seen it, because we're the same age and we have the same algorithm on like in Instagram. But the whole thing on calisthenics, try calisthenics, no sé qué tanto. So I was like, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. Ahí tienen videos de calisthenics. Get 10 minutes here, 15. The longest 24, 25 por ahí. So I did a 28-day challenge. Some of those are hard and they make you sweat, even if it's like 10 minutes. So I was surprised, because I consider myself pretty active during the rest of the year. But those 28 days, I felt it. Vero says, I have surrendered my laundry.
She doesn't do her laundry. She's surrendered to that.
Yeah.
I am done. Yes. Sorry,
my
because you were
God.
saying, oh, un drawer. I'm like, oh, yeah, ya ganó.
See, the laundry one.
one, Vero 0 right now.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. All right. So my next question is, what is something you're currently working on behind the scenes that people may not know? I can go if you guys, para darles un minuto de pensar. I'll go. So me, I am perfecting my sourdough game. Don't ask me why. How did I get? Well, I guess I know how I got into it. About 3-4 years ago, my sister-in-law visited us from Colorado. She brought some sourdough starter, and she left me with some. And so I was like, okay, I'm in charge of feeding and maintaining this, creature alive. But anyway, so I was like, okay, and so I would feed it, but I wasn't very good at it, and then I wasn't really, maybe I baked with it once. It wasn't anything big. And then I also so when you feed it, you're supposed to feed it like every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know, whatever, and you're supposed to feed it, and then whatever's left over after you feed it, that's called the discard, and that's like the most sour portion of it, and then you toss it, or you can bake with it. So I would just bake with the discard, and I would, or not bake, I would make these like crumpets. You know what crumpets are? Like English muffin, like little, yeah, I would just make that, and that was it. About 2 years ago, like I just stopped feeding it, and then it was getting all moldy and nasty. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna toss it, forget it. I killed it, whatever. And then earlier this year, I was like, I'm like, I want to start doing that again. I have the energy. I want to start making sourdough. And so I started my own starter from scratch. I watched some video on Instagram, and I started it in maybe January, February, and it wasn't doing too good, but it was like, it was getting there. But I guess the problem was that I started it in the cooler months, and I was supposed to start it like in the warmer months, but most recently it's doing its thing. It's mature, and anyway, long story short, I got my little sourdough kit with like con una navajita to score it, and like this little, it's made out of bamboo or whatever. It's called a banneton, but it's like a wooden bowl for you to like leave it overnight for it to rise and proof and all that. Anyway, I got all of the things, and I was so proud to make a very successful loaf el día de ahora. Salió riquísimo. So I've been doing that. I've been working on that. It came out. Luis like, oh my God, this is the best one you've had. And the girls too. Paula got into like making butter from scratch también with whipping cream. So we made that. So I'll have to share a picture because salió muy rico. I'm proud of myself. So that's something that I'm working on behind the scenes.
That is so cool, Ceci.
So cool. Yeah.
My niece has been trying to bake bread. I mean,
Yeah.
her starter and all that. I'm like, this sounds like very. This is chemistry. This is
It's
definitely
not easy.
chemistry.
It's
It
not
is
easy.
not.
easy.
It's not easy.
It is not. Yeah. What about you, ladies?
If it is, we would all be doing it. We'd all be baking our own bread and making our own fresh pasta. Everything takes time, and it actually is a skill, especially sourdough. I'd say I'm doing a better job of doing my own makeup. I did my makeup for something yesterday. I had my big annual event that I do once a year, and I got a lot of sweet compliments from my family because they always know that I have someone do my makeup usually. And my daughter was like, wait, I didn't see anybody come in. Did you like put your own eyelashes on? I was like, yeah, I did it today. And then I get home, and my husband's like, wait, you did your own makeup today? Your makeup looks so good today. Don't take the eyelashes off until I get back. Like he was going somewhere. It was so sweet. Funny, huh? Don't take the eyelashes off until I get back. I wonder why. No,
Take everything off.
I know.
But the eyelashes.
Yeah, for real. But what is my mom's, what is that dicho? Like, de vieja, like you get chicken pox. How do you say it in Spanish?
Después de vejez viruela.
Yeah, so it's like now I care about my makeup all the years that I probably should have been mastering putting makeup on. But yeah, I've been getting into it and learning and the process and the steps and the things and like the Ceci in me, like the cremas and the everything good for your skin. But I've been much better about figuring out how to put my own freaking makeup on. And it's saving me money. It's kind of cool. I don't have to get up so early. I told Sophie I don't want to wake up so early to get my makeup done. Usually it's like events that I have to be at early. So to get your makeup done, someone has to come to your house even earlier. My rest is very important to me these days, so I'm trying to sleep in more.
I've been there cuando te llega tu makeup artist really early. 5 de la mañana.
Yes, that's my life. Sometimes before 6 a.m., but I'm not doing that as much anymore. But I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring out my own freaking how to put my eyelashes on. I travel so much. I want to know how to carry that stuff with me and do it myself. If I'm like going to a concert or something fun and I want to have myself done up, I'm learning. So I'm figuring it out.
My tip for you there is those magnetic ones. Like the pones el eyeliner, the magnetic, and then you just stick it on. I like that.
Girl, I have such a I have like poor dexterity with my hands. Whenever I have to do something that's tiny with my hands, I just can't. I feel like I have a bunch of pinkies and I can't get it together, or two left hands. Like I just can't do it. I forget that we're being filmed, so I probably look like I am like throwing gang signs. But
gang signs, girl.
now they have even the ones with the own. They already come with the glue on them, and you just kind of use the one of them that I just ordered comes to the class, comes with the glue, and I'm just trying to figure it out. But that's the thing I'm mastering behind the scenes, trying to figure it out. But even just to put the eyeliner, I'm too like I'm gonna wipe it all off. I just don't have the patience for it.
Dude, you know they sell stamps for eyebrows and for eyeliner?
Or otra cosa, I can't
It's
do
like
that
a little
either.
stamp. I'm like, I
A
need to do that
stencil?
because I have yeah, it's like a little stencil, but it's not a stencil. It's a little stamp. Literally, it's a little thing you get, the pad, and then you put it on there, and then you just and it does your eyeliner. It's like a little stamp. It's super cool. Will I try it? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. I always want to do the eyebrows. I told you guys I need to get hair implants in my eyebrows. Something I'm doing behind the scenes is I'm trying to really limit my fast food intake.
Oh, that's a good one.
And it's really hard because it's just hard. It just really is hard. But I'm trying to limit my fast food intake because at work, even then, like if I'm going to do Uber Eats, if I don't get to leave for lunch, I'm like, I want to eat something healthy. And before I always just would run, I haven't done McDonald's in a long time. And so I haven't done McDonald's. I haven't had Jack in the Box. I haven't had I had Pollo Loco, and it's kind of fast food, but at least it's a little healthier. But I'm trying to be more selective in that sense. And if I'm going to get something, I'll go like a cava, for example, right? And kind of build a bowl. But I'm trying to be a little more like, if I'm not going to be able to cook and meal prep because we have so much going on, whatever I do eat, I have to make sure I'm trying to make sure that it's something that que me va a ayudar and give me the energy that I need for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm trying to do behind the scenes. Just make one decision less of a fast food option.
Trader Joe's, cómprate tus ensaladas como el lunes or Sunday, because then they go, they go bad. You have to eat them
Yeah.
within a certain days, but they're good. And it's like, you just pick it up y te vas y te la guardas en tu little refri at work.
Super good. I love my Trader Joe's runs. The best. The
Yes.
best. And sometimes it feels like fast food, honestly. Sometimes I throw together like a delicious meal that feels like it was a wonderful greasy sandwich from, I don't know, like a Jersey Mike's or something. They're not really greasy, but you can build some delicious food that it almost reminds me of like, I just picked this up. I made this for myself, but I picked it up, right? It feels like you got it from Yoshinoya or whatever, but you made it from Trader Joe's. Even better.
Even better. I'm going to try that. Hit up Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Meal preps.
That's our go-to grocery for the most part, grocery store. Okay, all right, my third question para ustedes, and it's funny because I looked at the question and I had the year has gone so fast that I had written 2025 and I was like, oh my god. So the question is, if you could give your June 2026 self one piece of advice, what would it be? And again, 2026, not 2025, because I had accidentally written 2025. ¿Qué sería? So this is a great opportunity for you to reflect on any lessons that you've learned, any growth. For myself, I would say to take it day by day, that maybe when we're getting here to this month of June, we're not where we're at with goals or, health-wise, exercise, whatever it is, maybe you're not there, right? But just be mindful and take it day by day and give yourself grace, Porque se va el tiempo de volada.
I would do the Kris Jenner voice. You're doing great, sweetie. that's the voice I would tell myself. You're doing great,
I love
sweetie.
that.
It's the advice I'd give myself in June, and something so nice about a mom saying that to their kid, even though it's used kind of like cheeky and people make fun of her, but it's great. You're doing great, sweetie. Like giving her kid that love. So I would tell myself that, in a very mothering way. You're doing great, sweetie.
I think for me, it would be just how you take a little bit of that time to help your kid brush their teeth or clean up something, kind of give that attention to yourself. So for me, I've been much like, well, si no hay tiempo, no hay tiempo. And I remember saying I wanted to start off the year and gua sha, right? Do some gua sha. I was just telling you guys how I have the hanging cheek disease, my collagen's hanging right here. And now you can see it. It's going to be on video. I think it's because I smile too much. I'm too happy.
You're too
so
happy. That's it.
Wrong,
That's it.
So now my cheeks, it looks better like this. I can't stop smiling. But I have my hanging cheek disease. I'm like, it's give yourself those little moments in the day. If it means in the evening, if it means in something, just to kind of you regroup, you recenter, and I know as moms, it's really hard to just give ourselves times, especially when we're moms of littles, especially when we are moms of littles. It is harder. And I think that I don't think there's anything wrong when we say let's be selfish, but it's really hard for me to give myself time. And I'm really hard on myself when it comes to I didn't give them enough time. But I'm not hard on myself when I say I didn't give me time. So I have to kind of just work on that if I want to be a better mom, a better me in general, because I'm not just a mom, right? I'm so many other things. So I feel that for me, it would be just give yourself those little moments, those little tiny moments that can make a difference in the long run, right? Progress takes time, but you need to take those moments to take that little step.
Absolutely. Okay, I have a couple questions that are kind of fun, and I just want to see what you guys are going to answer. So my first one
in
is
the butt, always.
That's always her answer.
That's
butt
always
stuff.
the answer, butt stuff for sure. Vero, just kidding. What's your current obsession? Something that you're super excited.
That was
work
her
out,
answer.
right? Food, anything that you're super excited or you're current obsessed with.
God, right now it's I don't know. I don't think I'm really not obsessed with anything. I'm not an obsessive person. It's really weird. I wish I was that person that could line up to get tickets to a show 3 hours, like, a day, or like the iPhone, or I've never been that person. I'm just like, oh, that's great. I'll get a chance to see them at one point or I get to do it at one point. But right now I think, I started the pill. So I'm just kind of excited to experience the offsetting of all this. I talked about my period for a long time. How I'm like, every time I record, I'm on my period and it's like heavy, heavy, heavy. So I'm really excited to see how my body is now going to react with that. I already started seeing some side effects that I don't like, which is, my swelling of my legs and my feet. So now I have to move more, which reminds me, I need to move my body more, use my weighted vest, put it to use. And there's little things that remind me, like, okay, take that little walk, put on the vest, let's go. So it's kind of a reminder. I'm really excited about how the results are going to be. I'm in my period now, and I don't feel as lethargic as I did. So this is my first month on the pill, and my first period after starting it, and I feel less lethargic. I feel not that my energy is changing because I am, we're older, but I do feel at least that it hasn't taken a major toll on me where I want to just lay in bed and let myself kind of just be. So I'm excited about that.
I'm excited
Nice.
about a similar thing. I'm also on my period, so that means that I don't have to start counting that 1 year. They say the fact that you're not on it for 1 year means that you're in perimenopause, right? So
You're in menopause.
You're in menopause.
You're
Oh
in
my God!
menopause.
If you don't have it for a year, that means you're in
Yeah.
menopause.
Yeah,
Okay, so
everything leading up to it, the missed periods, the like weird, like the heavy bleeding,
That would be
you're perimenopause. But yeah, once it's been 1 year without your period, you're considered menopausal.
So you haven't had it for a whole year?
I
plus?
haven't had it in November it will be 2 years, so I'm officially
Wow.
menopausal. Yeah.
Really? I thought the
Wow.
opposite. I thought you were just in perimenopause, and that's what it meant.
No, I guess
Well,
I
I'm excited
haven't.
about the fact that I still get my periods, and I never thought I'd say that. But every
you
time I
go.
get
I'm
it, every
excited
month,
that I don't get it and I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. Hey.
yeah, that is kind of good too.
that's
That's
true.
good. Yeah, but I finally, like several months ago, I was like, well, now that Ceci's educating me on what I'm supposed to be looking for, like every month I track it and like clockwork, and it does happen. It's not heavy or a lot or intense because it never has been because of my birth control. TMI on this show, but for sure, like I'll have it the couple days that I'll have it, a few days sometimes, and I'm like, okay, another month that I don't have to count as missed or off, or that's exciting. It's worth being excited about. I'm excited about Noah Khan. I love his music. He has a new album out, so I'm pumped about that. Me and my sad music, the kids love it. Yeah, they don't, but that's something I'm excited about. I'm excited about flowers. I told you guys on the previous episode, I think that I always have flowers in my house. My husband loves his plants. I love my flowers. So this place is gorgeous outside and inside because there's always going to be flowers and plants. There's plants all over this house because I am as well. But I'm starting to fill it with flowers, and I'm excited about that behind the scenes. And that's my new obsession lately, especially right now. I got to post this when we post this show, like the way that I have flowers everywhere right now.
So I want to say something super random. I drove my tia down south to the border because she was finally meeting up with the rest of my tias to go to Tijuana and fly back to Amatlan, to Nayarit. And I was telling her my symptoms, right, about my period and all that stuff. She's like, oh, you know that Mama Trini, like her last baby was at 44. So my tia, the youngest one, my grandma had her at 44. And she's like, I told her, es que soy menopáusica. Like, estoy pasando, my body's going through this and my periods are so heavy. She's like, no, mija, you were just built to have babies. So the thing is that And when she's like, your grandma had her last baby at 44, she had a consistent period, and this is how it was. And I'm like thinking about like, oh my God, it can go both ways, right? We don't know. The thing is that I'm obviously I've been super fertile, but she's like, no, you were built to have babies. You still having your period like this consistently is because a veces tocaba tener otros 5. And I'm like, no, my aunt told me she had 2 sets, right? Sets of 5, right? Tuvo los primeros 5, took a break, and then had the next 5. And she's like, so yeah, she's like, so cuídate because you were built to have babies.
Eso que ni que. I know. You know what? That makes me excited. That for me, I think I'm the first friend, right? That has gone up. Yeah, I am the first friend of our close friends that has gone a whole year without it. But I'm glad that I'm able to tell you guys. Oh my God, esto. Oh my God, look out for this. Oh my God, or like listen to this podcast. This lady's talking about this. Siempre estoy compartiendo un montón de cosas a ustedes. So I get excited about that, believe it or not. And then one thing that I'm excited and I guess semi-obsessed with, I don't want to know, upset. I like it. Okay, I'm not obsessed. I'm not making it every day. But I've been making this chia pudding for breakfast that Olfe put me up to it because she was posting about it. And I was like, oh my God, pásame la receta. And so it's yogurt, chia, coconut milk, poquito vainilla, maple syrup or agave, whatever you have, and pieces of mango. And it's so good, like overnight, and then I had it. My husband has it. We love it. We even gave some to my dad a couple weeks ago that he stayed the night. He liked it too. And like our parents, que son bien necios and stubborn, like, a mí no me gusta eso. My dad liked it. I was like, cool. He's like, mira, le dije, esto puedes desayunar, or if you want just a snack, you can totally have that. So I really love that. I also like these sour. I swallowed because the feeling you get when you eat something sour. Yeah. So these sour protein bars that I discovered at Costco recently, they were giving out samples like full, like the whole bar. And I saw that they had sour like flavors, like sour apple, sour berry, and sour peach. And I was like, oh, can I taste one? And so I had the sour apple. It's gummy, and it's kind of like those gummy rings.
How funny. It's like candy.
It's like candy. I think that's why I liked it,
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a box. And it's not the healthiest sugar-wise. It has, tiene azúcar, pero it's un antojo. Como if you think, I'm like, oh, let me have some candy, but then you're getting protein too.
No, yeah, that's good. We need all the different protein we can get.
We need all the protein.
And it's so funny. This is the random show. So, of course, Ceci was like, let me bring up 6 different foods because this is the random show. I love it. This is making me hungry. You started bringing up the yogurt. I'm like, oh, I feel hungry now.
Yeah. And I'm not done because speaking of foods, I've also been on my probiotic gut game, que dicen que a nuestra edad try to have 3 foods with probiotics. So you name it, I'll buy the kefir and I'll have it with my, for breakfast with my protein shake or whatever. I also buy the sauerkraut from Trader Joe's. I like it. I put it next to my eggs. And then I also get the kimchi from Costco. I had bought some nasty one que no me gustó from Trader Joe's. And an Asian mom from the school, she's like, oh, you're not getting the Asian brand. You need to get the Asian brand. So, yeah, that's what I'm not obsessed, pero me gusta. Aparte, I like the flavor and, it being good. And, of course, El Mundial. Everyone's all about it right now. El Mundial and just watching. And how exciting is it to watch all those videos de la gente celebrando en Mexico the first game. It's so much fun. It looks so much fun.
Speaking of like Korean food, 2 stories. So my daughter loves Korean food, so we often go to the Korean markets as well and we buy kimchi, but my son likes the ice creams there and like obviously the instant noodle. But they often, I don't know what Korean market you go to, but we have one that has like a famous Korean bakery inside of it. It's called Paris Baguette. They have the best coffee, the best pastry. So if you come across one of those, don't be confused. It isn't from Paris. It's from Korea, South Korea. Speaking of Koreans, they are in Mexico City. Have you guys seen that? Have you guys fallen down that freaking rabbit hole? My husband today was craving like tacos de birria because he's like, if I see one more Korean eating delicious food from Mexico, I am going to lose it. So we ate hella Mexican food for lunch because my husband is so into the Koreans that are having the best time ever. They're like at Cantaritos because they're in Guadalajara, actually, I think. So they're like on a wonderful tour of Mexico because they get to, like, Koreans there for the games, and then obviously the Korean team is there. That's so cool. I love it.
I am not looking forward to the Korean Mexico game. I don't want it to be over. I don't want them to beat us or us beat them and then they're gone. Like, obviously they're not gone, but just I'm not ready for that heartbreak.
I know, it's
the vibes are so fun. The vibes are so fun with those 2 countries and us hosting them, but it has to come to an end. Yeah.
¿Cuántos mexicanos coreanitos van a ver en un año?
That's right.
I hope a lot. I hope that
A
we become a
lot.
melting pot.
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, so from El Mundial, what is the one word you would describe yourself for your summer energy?
For the Mundial specifically?
No, no, sorry. So from the
From the Mundial.
seguing from the Mundial, like what's your one word for your summer energy? Me es presente, to be present.
Present is a really good word. I'd say be intentional. Like, I really like that all of my kids are home for the summer. My son's girlfriend is coming to visit on the 22nd, and, we're going to play tourists a little bit, and we're traveling with the kids a little bit this summer. So just intentionality. My husband, when I mentioned he wanted us to have Mexican food today, he's like, and we're eating outside, and we're all going to hang out, cell phones free, and we're going to hang out with the dogs outside. And it was really nice just to have music playing and a good, beautiful freaking summer day to have lunch outside al fresco. So more of that, please. Just being intentional about what we're doing and enjoying what we already have in front of us.
I love that. I love that. I mean, it's because as I was saying, like the year goes by so fast, and our kids are growing up so fast. I mean, your oldest is gonna be what, a junior already. I can't believe that.
Junior in college. He's turning 20 years old in a couple months.
That is insane. Yeah, yo también veo. I was like, oh my God, I have 9-year-olds, and they're gonna be 10, and they're growing. Y ya están, pre-teen, ¿cómo le llaman the pre?
Yeah,
before-
preteen. Yeah, it's
Preteen?
preteen. No, yeah, they're preteens. They're gonna be preteens.
Tween,
Well,
pre-tween,
Tween's the word I guess
Tween.
we're looking
Tween
for.
is the
Yeah,
word.
they're gonna be tweens.
Yeah.
Dude, I always think I'm not gonna be emotional. On Thursday, the youngest graduated from middle school, and I always think it's not gonna hit me. I think I'm used to it. I think I'm good. But every time he finishes something, if it's elementary or TK or kindergarten, I thought I was fine. I thought, oh, I'm fine. Sure enough, I had to pick him up that day. I was emotional driving to the middle school, and then picking him up. Then he was emotional. Like, he loved 8th grade, and he's excited about or high school, but it's scary, and I could see the sadness in him, like the happy sadness, and I'm like, oh, this is making me so sad. And the same day, a good friend of mine, her son was finishing TK, and my son's over here walking the stage, going to high school, and culminating with kids that he went to TK with. I'm like, oh my God, se pasa el tiempo. But it's super sad and emotional, and I think it's never gonna hit me, and it hits me. So, girl,
Yeah.
buckle up. It's forever. Especially
Oh
you
my
with
God.
twins. You with twins, both of them doing it at the
all
end.
time. Double. I know. I got teary-eyed for sure last week. I think it happens to me every year, but I remember it this year. Last week on one of the last days or whatever, they have like the move up. So the 8th graders are gone because they graduated like the week prior. So then they start moving the 7th graders until the 8th grade. So like that. And then they're going to spend a day with their teacher or the morning. And so starting with the 7th graders, like I don't even know the 7th graders and when they moved. Yo también ya already with teary eyes, and I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
It's emotional. It's sad.
is.
It's beautiful
It is
too.
sad.
But being
It is
intentional
beautiful.
with that change is important.
For sure. ¿Y tú, Vero?
I think the being present, just like day by day, being present, and like I was saying, giving myself that moment. Like I already I'm like, it's getting hot. I already brought out other little pool stuff. Ya les inflé
Good.
sus pools, like métanse al agua, and enjoying that being outdoors. I think it's so easy to to be having that 90s summer of like let the TV be the parent. But it's just changed so much. It's not really, I can't just let them watch Elvis movies and I Love Lucy, right? And some Sesame Street sprinkled in there. But I'm realizing that, our kids do grow up so fast. And Galilea's 8. She's not going to want to be in the kiddie pool maybe every summer after this. She's going to want they're going to want to do different things. So it's enjoying them at this stage. And it's really hard. And we always say, enjoy them. They grow up so fast. And before my eyes, I have these little people, right? Like Fidelito just, he culminated kindergarten. He's going into 1st grade. I have a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grader. We're debating what we're going to do with Maura. Are we going to put her into the TK program or keep her in the preschool until she enters kindergarten? And I'm like, this little gang of kids is growing and we can't stop time. And I want to make sure that because I have gone back to work, because I am doing all these other things, that they understand that mom would take moments to make sure that she connected with them, and gave them a little bit of that little memory of childhood of be like, oh, when I bite into this bun by a pool, I remember being at home, and being like this for the summer. So there goes my husband again. Míralo.
I love that, Vero, because it does stay with you. I remember vividly for 4th of July. I don't know why I guess in the summer my dad was baking a lot. My dad would bake these little rolls of bread, And so for the 4th of July, we always had these little rolls. And I remember my sister and I would like grab a bunch and then we would go on the roof, okay? Like my parents would let us, but we'd go up on top of the roof and watch the fireworks y con nuestro panecito comiendo.
Oh,
Like a
memories.
memory, right? That I'm always gonna have. And it's like, yeah, se queda grabado. Like I ate this, I saw this. I wish it was warmer here so I can have a kiddie pool. We saw some today. You know what? I think I do have some, and kids don't care. Ellos se meten.
Oh my God, they'll
les
love
over.
it. They'll
Yeah,
love
they
it.
don't
As
care
soon
that
as
it's
there's a little
cold.
bit of sun, they'll be in it, girl. You'll
For
be in
sure.
it with a margarita.
I'll be in it. I know. For sure. All right. Para
We got that
finalizar.
one at Costco, girl. We got the new one because the other one lasted us 2 summers. And we
Yeah.
went to Costco the other day. We're like, let's take it. And lo saqué este fin de semana. Like, let's go.
Nice. Okay, so I have like 4 or 5 questions that are rapid fire. So ya para finalizar este first episode con video. So first is, what is your most used emoji? What is the most?
Speaking of our emotions, I use the little, oh, my son's outside, the emoji where he's kind of tearing up, the big eyes and a little bit of tear. I use those a lot. It's sentimental emoji. I use it a lot.
Mine is either this or the 100.
Oh, okay.
I don't use a lot of emojis. I went to like see what my most recent ones are. And they are celebrating, doing this little heart, this, and the 100. El besito. I don't do a lot of emojis in my writing. I have to amp up my game, girl.
There you go. Mine is the one that's like sticking the tongue out and like kind of laughing, like that.
That one's cute.
That one.
Or the one salivating. I love the salivating one because it's like
yeah, the
drooling.
salivating.
with
That
good
one I
food.
like, yeah.
I like that
That's
one.
a good one.
That's a good one for us. For the last question that I have for you guys. Okay, and then what is one thing that you're romanticizing this summer?
Just my trips. I'm going on another trip with my family, and family ones are funny because your kids would mess that up. It's not going to be romanticized at all. But I'm romanticizing them bonding and us getting along and being on the beach and enjoying each other's company. And it's during my celebrating my daughter. But anyway, I always romanticize like our family vacations, and truly family vacations at any age. People are just annoyed with each other. But anyway, we're going to hopefully have a really good one.
Yeah.
I'm romanticizing pijamadas with my kids.
Oh, I love that.
We're having one tonight.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's fun.
For me is setting up my backyard. I've been wanting to do this. I need to get covers for like the furniture in the back. I have it in my shopping cart. I just like deciding on the color because we're supposed to get our house painted. So that setting up cute things. We also have lights that we haven't put up. Like I just want like a nice cute setup. And I've been wanting to get a bougainvillea, like maybe for the front, because I always see like me gusta mucho como se ven at the front of the house with like how they have that wooden thing and then
gorgeous.
it grows around it. I want a bougainvillea, and I've been wanting one for years, but hopefully it happens this summer. All right, my next question para ustedes is, what is your go-to confidence song?
I like Lizzo's songs. She's always confident.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she's got these fired up songs.
yeah. What pero?
I've been listening to a lot of corridos recently. I've been amping myself up with corridos, and I think the recent one that I like to listen to is the No Tengas Miedo. And it's really funny. It just look it up after you guys get off the radio. Se llama No Tengas Miedo, Los Buitres de Sinaloa. And it's like, Los Buitres. But it talks about just like, if I show up, que si traigo convoy o salgo con una escuadra con diamantes de mi pantalón. Like, we're so dumb, but it's such a...
But badass.
Yeah, but it's a badass song. I was like, yeah, y luego dice, no tengas miedo porque soy de Sinaloa. Like, it's just... We know we're happy, loving people. Like, and I'm ready to love you. I'm either going to take you banda dancing or, because of you, I'll dance some reggaeton. I sing it to Otto.
Yes,
And se lo dediqué. So it's just a really cool song. It's alegre with a little bit of, like, undertone of violence, but it's, like, gentle, I didn't wake up choosing violence, but the corrido chose me. And I'm with
Violence
it.
chooses you. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
The corrido life chose you, right? So the first one that came to mind is one that you guys all know, la de Paulina Rubio, y yo sigo aquí. That always pumps me up to this day, y yo sigo aquí. But I would have to say for confidence, because it gives me energy and to get through, like yesterday que me puse a limpiar la sala, I was bumping Rocío Dúrcal songs. It just puts me in the mood to sing and to clean. I don't know. I guess I inherited it from my mom because I remember my mom también ponía su disco de Rocío Dúrcal y se ponía a limpiar. So I like it.
I also
All right.
like Taylor Swift. Anything from her Reputation album. So for the Swifties in the world, like her Reputation album has some bangers, and they give you really confident.
¿Ya se casó la Taylor?
Se
¿Ya
va
se casó?
Se va a casar. I think this
Apenas,
summer.
¿verdad?
I think her wedding's in July.
Okay.
Rumors, but maybe it's true.
Eso es lo que nos contó. You heard it here. Lady. You heard it here. All right. Of course, because it's the random episode and it's my last question for you ladies del día de hoy. But what is the yummiest thing you've eaten this month?
Oh my God, nos la pasamos comiendo. But for Noah's graduation, we went to a delicious, like authentic ramen from Tokyo, the chef from Tokyo spot. Delicious ramen, delicious katsu. The gyoza was on point, but the ramen and the broth are at the hot right now. But we eat too many good meals here. But that ramen that we had, my mouth is watering and thinking about how freaking delicious and perfect the meat inside of it, the broth, the chili oil. My son Isaiah was like, Mom, you're being so extra. I'm like, no, I know a good chili oil. Mexicans, we make good chili oil. Like this Japanese chili oil was so good. It's what dreams are made of. My mouth is still salivating. It was so good.
I just went to this new taco place. It's called Tacos El Tío. Sinaloense tacos, okay?
Where?
I had the,
¿Dónde?
It's here in Compton. Aquí in Compton. I follow this Korean guy who eats all kind of food. He's married to a Mexican girl. They live here in LA. And I saw him eat this taco. And I was like, wait, that's the truck I drive by all the time, you know? So I checked it out because of this Korean guy. And in his video, he's like, I think these are the best tacos I've had in LA, period, you know? He's like, I'm going to have to bring my boys here. So I'm like, I'm going to go. And I checked it out. I went to these tacos first because I told you guys, I don't know if I told you that I call it the Compton Riviera. But between Compton Boulevard and Alondra, along Atlantic, all these taco trucks get there. So it's tacos, and you know, Mexicans, su sushi loco, el sushi. They have pupusas. There's a new Nicaraguan spot.
Dude, I'm going right now. I'm going after this. Let's get everybody in the car. Vamos.
Yeah, churros, pupusas. They have this Nicaraguan. They have elotes, esquites, how you want them. Like, it's just everything. And around the corner está Tacos El Tío. And I went to have their tacos. I had a quesitaco de pastor. And they put this like delicious salsita on top con rajitas de aguacate, and then you can fix it up however you want. They have the fixing como, usually, not a lot of us Mexicans put like lettuce or anything on our tacos, pero ahí tienen como un col, un repollo, bien finito, rebanado bien finito con zanahoria. And they have the sauces and everything on top there. And I just tried it, and I puse limoncito, and it was so delicious, you guys. The best taco I've had in a long time. So if you're ever in the area, go check out there's no promotion here. I'm not getting paid for this. Tacos El Tío, un quesitaco del pastor, de asada, lo que quieran. I did the pastor. Delicious. My mouth is watering right now. I want to go there right now.
And it's a vegan food truck? That's amazing. I love when they pop off. It's a food truck at all?
So good.
That's amazing.
It's a food truck. Mm-hmm.
Insert the drooling emoji here, right? Con toda esta comida.
Exacto.
Oh my God, for me, es todo lo que comí in New Orleans. I came back, I want to say, con algunas libritas de más. It's okay. We wine and dine. Like, we had, the fancy restaurants, but also, like, the local stuff, and you name it. Que los po' boys, the fried oyster, catfish, shrimp. One of the yummiest things I had was, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's crawfish etouffee or something. It's like this gooey goodness, like the crawfish, and they pour what's it called, cheesy grits on top of it. It was so good and delicious, con un biscuit ahí recién hecho. Like,
I love
my God,
cheesy
it was
grits,
so
and
good.
I love biscuits. That sounds amazing.
So freaking
That sounds
good.
delicious.
It was freaking good. And then we had this, like, we went to this, like, place where they invented this dessert that they make tableside. It's called, I don't know if you guys had it, but it's se llama Bananas Foster. And so they flambe the bananas allí with the fire and everything, and then they serve it with a scoop of ice cream, and it's one per person. So I hate this whole thing. Like, it was delicious. Oh my God. So
I love Bananas Foster. So freaking good.
Yeah, delicious. So with that, las dejo. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Hopefully this turns out well and you enjoy it, watching us, talking about food and all the randomness of today. If you want to continue the conversation or have a topic that you want us to discuss, please send us an email or a message on our social media handles. It's at Level Up Latina. Our email is admin@leveluplatina.com. And all our service is always listed on our website, leveluplatina.com. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much for listening and watching us today. So thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Hasta luego.
Don't forget to level up.